If you're in your late 30s or early 40s and feel like you're constantly running on a treadmill, working harder, pushing yourself further, but getting nowhere, it's not because you're not trying hard enough. It's because you're holding on to things that are secretly sabotaging your life. Like, no matter how hard you hustle, how many hours you grind, or how many sacrifices you make, success always feels just out of reach. Here's the brutal truth. Success isn't just about what you do. Rather, it's about what you must stop doing. It's not because you're not working hard enough. It's because you're holding on to habits, mindsets, and behaviors that are secretly sabotaging your life. And here's the kicker. Most people don't even realize they're doing these things. In fact, you're probably doing at least half of them right now. And if you don't let go of them, you'll wake up at 50, wondering where the years went and why you're still stuck in the same place. But here's the good news. It's not too late. Before you hit 50, there are 10 things you must give up if you want to break free from this cycle and finally thrive. And trust me, number 7 will hit home for so many of you. It's the silent success killer that most people don't even realize they're doing. This video isn't just a wake-up call. It's your roadmap to reclaiming your life, your focus, and your future. So, if you're ready to stop feeling cooked and start living with purpose, stick around. Because what you're about to hear could change your life forever. Let's dive in. 1. The need for perfection. Let's start with perfection. If you're in your late 30s or early 40s, you've probably spent years chasing this idea of being perfect. The perfect job, the perfect family, the perfect life. But here's the hard truth. Perfection is a myth. It's that voice in your head that says, don't start that project until everything's just right, or don't apply for that promotion until you're 100% ready. But guess what? Perfect doesn't exist. By now, you should have learned that success comes from progress, not perfection. So, give up the need to be flawless. Take action, even if it's messy, because done is better than perfect. And remember, the world rewards those who show up, not those who wait for everything to be just right. Number 2, the fear of failure. Next up, failure. If you're in your late 30s or early 40s, you've probably faced your fair share of failures, missed opportunities, career setbacks, or personal disappointments. But here's the secret. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of the journey. By now, you should have realized that every failure is a lesson. So, stop fearing it. Embrace it. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Spoiler alert, you'll survive. And you'll come out stronger. Failure is just feedback. It's not the end. It's the beginning of your next chapter. 3. People-pleasing. Here's a hard truth. You can't make everyone happy. If you're in your late 30s or early 40s, you've probably spent years trying to please everyone, your boss, your partner, your kids, your friends. But trying to please everyone is a one-way ticket to burnout. By now, you need to learn the power of no. Set boundaries. Prioritize your goals and well-being. Because success requires you to put yourself first, not in a selfish way, but in a self-respect way. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. 4. The comparison trap. Let's talk about comparison. If you're in your late 30s or early 40s, you've probably spent hours scrolling through social media, comparing your life to someone else's highlight reel. But here's the thing, everyone's path is different. By now, you should have learned that comparison is the thief of joy. Stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Focus on your journey. Celebrate your progress. And remember, you're exactly where you need to be. Success isn't a race, it's your own personal marathon. 5. Procrastination. Procrastination is the enemy of success. If you're in your late 30s or early 40s, you've probably fallen into the trap of putting things off, whether it's starting that side hustle, getting in shape, or finally pursuing that passion project. But by now, you should have realized that time is your most valuable resource. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start now. Break tasks into small steps. Because success isn't about big leaps, it's about consistent action. Remember, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. 6. The illusion of control. Life is unpredictable. If you're in your late 30s or early 40s, you've probably learned this the hard way. Trying to control everything will only lead to stress. By now, you should have learned to embrace uncertainty. Focus on what you can influence and let go of the rest. Because sometimes the best thing you can do is surrender and trust the process. Life has a way of working out, even when it doesn't go according to plan. Okay, real talk. How many of these are you guilty of so far? If you're nodding along, don't worry, you're not alone. But here's the thing. The next few points are going to hit even harder. Especially number 7. It's the silent success killer that most people don't even realize they're doing. So, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment right now and tell me which one of these you've struggled with the most. Is it perfectionism, procrastination, or maybe that fear of failure? Let me know below and keep watching because the next few points might just change everything for you. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. 7. Negative self-talk. Your inner critic can be your worst enemy. If you're in your late 30s or early 40s, you've probably spent years listening to that voice in your head that says, "You're not good enough," or "You'll never succeed." But by now, you need to silence that voice of self-doubt. Replace "I can't" with "I'll try." Be kind to yourself, because success starts in your mind. And if you don't believe in yourself, who will? Remember, you've made it this far. You're stronger than you think. 8. The need for instant gratification. Success is a marathon, not a sprint. If you're in your late 30s or early 40s, you've probably felt the pressure to achieve everything now, whether it's financial stability, career success, or personal fulfillment. But by now, you should have learned the value of patience. Stop chasing quick wins. Focus on long-term goals. Plant the seeds today and trust that they'll grow. Because the best things in life take time. And remember, slow progress is still progress. So, what's the one thing you're ready to give up? Let me know in the comments below. And if this video resonated with you, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more life-changing content. Remember, success isn't just about what you gain, it's about what you're willing to leave behind. Take that first step today.